We're going to work on all the fluids on a JA22 Jimny, starting with the front diff here. This may apply to any other Jimnys as they're very similar in design.
Because it's just a front differential. First of all, make sure your fill plug can come out. That's good. Now you got to make sure your drain plug can come out. Just be gentle. Drain all the fluid out. I forgot to film this, but yeah, if you open the fill hole, it'll drain out much easier. And this fluid looks very clean. It's probably recently serviced. It's kind of a shame, but oh well.
I'm going to be using a 75W90. It's also rated GL5. I filled it until it spilled out the front here, and I put the fill plug back in.
It took about 1 liter, maybe a little bit more.
Doing the rear diff now. This fluid also looks really clean. I just don't know how old it is. That's why I'm swapping it out anyways. This plug is magnetic. It has a lot of goo on this one, as you can see. Just gotta wipe it off. Put the drain plug back in and start pumping. I really need an electric pump. Use a 17mm socket or wrench to remove the oil drain plug.
I have a whole bunch of these road partner filters, and I'm pretty sure they're these ones. They look like the same thing. Looking at this, if I drain the oil filter, it's going to go all over the axle, I believe. I mean, it's free rust proofing, but I'm going to try these tricks that I see on the internet. Too many bars in the way. Okay, that might work. Would you look at that? It's working, and it's mess-free. Bought this crush washer set so I can actually finally start doing this properly. Put the bolt back in. It was leaking from the bolt last time. That's why there's all this oil down here. I mean, it has a little bit of drip somewhere else, but I tightened the oil filter already, tightened the drain plug. All right. Oil caps right here in the middle for the JA22W. It's a K6A 3-cylinder. It's basically the aluminum block F6A with a timing chain. There we go, that fit. I'm using 5W30. There is approximately 2.5 liters in here, so this calls for 3 liters. I'm gonna have to crack open another bottle. You know what really sucks? I knocked this bottle open over yesterday, and I spilled it all over my floor over there. So I lost at least 1, maybe 2 liters in there. On the floor, so it sucks. I have to open another bottle to get 0.5 liters out of it. Oh well, it is what it is. There we go. This is 4.73 liters. It's about 4.25 now, so it's approximately 3 liters into the engine. Put the cap back on. I'm going to start it up, make sure it's not leaking from that filter I used. Sounds good. No weird noises. Up we go. Just spot checking. I'm not leaking anywhere I shouldn't be. The oil filter looks okay. dry. For the transfer case, I'm now out here doing it on the ground like a chump because I forgot to do it while it was on the lift. You have a fill plug right here and a drain plug right here. They are both a 3/8. Make sure you loosen the fill plug first before you do the drain plug. Drain plug was looser than the fill plug. Okay, it's mildly concerning that nearly nothing came out of here. Even trying to do sketchy stuff to try to help drain more of this out, but there's really nothing in there.
This isn't too bad. It has enough shavings on here. I don't know when was the last time it was changed. It has 128,000 kilometers on it. It's kind of concerning that there's not much fluid in there. Here it is, all cleaned up. You can see like the ridge now. There's a magnet in the center. Mostly like dust, but there was one little flake of metal, but it wasn't much. Tighten the drain bolt. I really want to know how much came out of here, so I'm going to try to measure it with this.
I have one bottle like this and a little bit of this one. So this is 500 milliliters. That's roughly how full a bottle of water is usually filled. That's half a liter, right? 500 milliliters. And then this is also 500 milliliters, but it's just a smidgen. So what's this, like 50 milliliters maybe? This pan was cleaned and it didn't have any metal or glitter and stuff on it. So there's a little bit of golden flakes in here. Nothing too bad. This thing isn't leaking or anything. It's bone dry. Wonder where all the fluid went. Was it just underfilled? I got a 3-foot tube and just kind of routed my funnel this way and into the fill plug over there. I don't know if you can see that right there. So that should be an easy way for me to pour new fluid in. Or at least that's the idea. I'm using 75W90. Make sure you use GL4. No GL5 in the transfer case. It's bad for your non-ferrous metals. So I put roughly 1 liter in there. That means it was about a little bit, maybe 60% full.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you find this helpful to do your fluid changes in your Suzuki Jimny. This is probably going to apply to a few other Jimnys. It's just similar in design just because there's solid axles with a little pumpkin differential in the middle. Oil changes, pretty straightforward. I am going to get this out of here. I just finished a 3-inch lift on this recently, just in the same stint in the garage. So I was going to get some tires on here and then we'll get back to you shortly.
When you're looking at these, they look a little bit humongous and I'm a little bit concerned. It's a cool tread pattern. It's pretty full, I guess. That's what it will look like right there. I don't know. I'll see what it looks like once I put it on. It won't be as naked as this. This is one of the bigger sizes I can get without much modification. I'm probably gonna have to take this bumper off and do a new custom bumper, and probably in the front too. But I'm excited. This is gonna look good. Oops.